Child. Okay, Mama. Listen, sweetie. Mama's got something to tell you, okay? And this ain't gonna be easy, but it's gonna be okay. At least after a while it will be. Is this about my birthday party, Mama? I know it was ruined and everything, but we can always have another birthday party. No, honey, this ain't got nothing to do with that. This just got to do with you. Just you. What about me, Mama? Imogene looked heavenward for strength. Honey, you just gotta hear what I'm about to say to you. And you just gotta believe I never would do nothing to hurt you. You do understand that, don't you? I know, Mama. And I'm doing this for your own good. You do understand that, don't you? Yes, ma'am. This ain't gonna be easy, honey, but it's just the only way. Okay. See, honey, years ago, I did, well, something that I suppose I shouldn't have done. What'd you do, Mama? And I need to fix it now, so that no one hurts you in the future. Perfect's blank stare made Imogene's purging difficult. See, honey, when you was born, I wanted a little girl, okay? I wanted a little girl so bad, I just would have done anything to get one. Then you got one, Mama. Well, yeah, well, sort of. What do you mean? I mean that, I just wanted me a little girl so bad that what, Mama, you can tell me anything. That child, I made you into one. She glanced into Perfect's eyes and saw nothing but confusion. I know this don't make much sense to you, baby, but you just gotta know before somebody else tells you. Tells me what, Mama? That you ain't no girl, child. What do you mean, Mama? Of course I'm a girl. I mean, I have long hair and everything. Listen, Perfect, you've been thinking you was a girl your whole life, and I understand that because that's how I raised you, but you just wasn't born that way. Huh? I don't understand, Mama. I know you don't, baby, I know you don't. But just listen to me, okay? I'm trying to explain it to you. I ain't no girl, Mama. No, not really. Well, no. When you was born, I decided to raise you as a girl because I just wanted one so bad that I didn't want Mama. You's a boy. That's what she is. No, I'm not, Mama. I'm a girl just like you. Oh no, honey, this is not a joke. Oh no, listen. I know you're confused and none of this make much sense to you right now, but you just gotta believe me. You was meant to be a boy. I don't want to be no boy, Mama. I don't care what you want. You was born a boy. I made you a girl. That ain't what you was supposed to be. How you know, Mama? Huh? How you know? How you know what people's supposed to be? Imogene began unbuttoning her dress. I like being a girl, Mama, and I like having pretty things and stuff. And you even said yourself that I was a girl, and you said I was going to grow up and marry me a real handsome man. I know what I said, Perfect. I should have said those things to you. You ain't no girl. Yes, I am, Mama. No, you ain't! Now, Imogene unbuttoned her dress and pointed to her panties. This is what girls have. Oh, dear God. Perfect gawked. Where was the lump? Only boys have what you have. I'm sorry, honey. I'm just really, really sorry. Now, I know this ain't easy, but we can survive it. If I hadn't told you, somebody else would have, and then you'd been real upset with me, and you probably would never trust me again. But this way, you heard the truth from me. I mean, I know I was wrong and all, but this is the best I can do now. Trust me, I'm loving you more right now than I ever have before. Perfect hadn't said a word since beholding her mother's nakedness. Where was the thing? Oh, dear God. She couldn't be a boy, could she? So from now on, Imogene said, you're gonna be a boy. A real handsome country black boy. It'll be strange at first, but you'll get over it, you'll get used to it, and this will all be over after a while. Mama, I don't... Shut up, child! I done told you the truth, and ain't nothing more to say about it. So I'm sorry for what I did. This is just the only way I know to fix it. I know this hurts you, Perfect, but if somebody else told you, you would never forgive me. You might be mad at me now, but you'll thank me one day for telling you the truth. I can't be no boy, Mama. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you will. Now, we're going to start with this. She extracted a battered pair of overalls from a bag. Put them on. Perfect didn't move. I said put them on. She received the overalls with tremulous hands. Wait a minute. Put these on first. Perfect wept as she removed her panties and slid on a brand new pair of boys' underwear. They felt thick and heavy and Perfect didn't like them, but she was too perplexed to argue. Now, step into these. Good. Good. You're gonna be just fine. Perfect stared at her mother as if she'd never seen her before. Was this some sort of joke? She couldn't be a boy, could she? Now one more thing. After rummaging through a bag, Imogene removed a pair of scissors and stood behind the paralyzed child. This hurts me more than it does you, honey, believe me. I wish there was another way, but there just ain't. If I didn't do this now, you'd hate me later, and I just couldn't live with that. This way, we'll go through everything together, just like we said. She removed the ribbons from Perfect's hair and began to clip it away in clusters. Stray pieces fell slowly, quietly across her shoulders and onto her lap, and all Perfect could do was weep. She could imagine what she'd look like without hair, but she had a feeling others wouldn't call her pretty anymore. You gonna always be my baby, honey. Don't make no difference if you're a boy or a girl. She cut the hair as short as she could manage with a pair of scissors, then tried her best to shape it. There. That'll do for now. You real handsome, honey. Imogene then pulled her to her feet. All right, this is a new beginning. You're a boy now. It ain't got to be hard unless you make it hard. It'll feel a little awkward at first, but like I said, you'll get used to it. Now wipe your face and let's go home. Imogene was speaking gibberish for all Perfect knew. She felt like unwanted lint, picked and tossed to the wind. Every few steps, Perfect stumbled or bumped into trees as Imogene dragged her home. Years later, she would try to recall exactly how the transition had occurred, only to find a blank space in her memory where details should have been. All she remembered was crying and begging her mother to stop, but Imogene was determined to accomplish the mission at hand. When they walked through the door, Arthur Lee and the other 6 boys were sitting in the living room. Everyone, oh wow, I guess ain't no easy way to say this. So I'm just gonna have to go ahead on and say it. When Perfect was born, I wanted a girl. Gus, you remember how I wanted girls? I always wanted girls. I just didn't have none. I mean, you boys was fine and all, but I needed me a girl, you know, someone I could dress up and make feel pretty. Y'all know what I mean. She tried to smile, but no one smiled in return. So I did something that, well, I guess now I shouldn't have done. I lied. I told y'all the child was a girl, but it wasn't. It was a boy. Gus stood and inched forward in slow motion. Oh, Gus, honey, listen. I know this don't make much sense to you right now. Can't you understand this? Every mother wants a girl. It's a woman's dream. You saying you did what? Oh, no, honey, listen to me. I mean, I just know this is crazy, but you just gotta try to understand where I was back then. I ain't understanding nothing you saying, woman. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I just didn't mean for it to happen like this. It just got so out of hand. Gus lifted Perfect's bowed head and for the first time saw his own reflection. You lying to me, Imogene. You lying to me. My baby girl ain't no boy. Do you think I'd lie about something like this? Gus turned to Perfect. You my little girl. You gonna always be my little girl. Ain't nothing in the world gonna change that. Oh, Gus, stop it. Stop it. Listen to what I'm saying. I lied to you, I lied to everybody when this child was born because I just needed me a girl. I mean, I guess I should have known it couldn't last forever, but still Gus slapped Imogene so hard the boys gasped. I don't know what you done, Imogene, but this, he pointed to Perfect, this ain't no boy. It is, Gus. Oh, God, it is. I'm sorry, I didn't know I would do this to you. I never knew you even wanted a girl. I wanted a girl the damn day you told me I had one. I don't know why you done cut off her hair and why she got on them crazy looking clothes. Because he's a boy, Gus. I'm trying to tell you. He's a boy. Gus's eyes wired and his mouth quivered. Okay, Imogene. All right. If what you're saying is true, then you prove it to me right now. Oh, no, honey. I'm telling you. Don't tell me nothing. I said you prove it. Honey, the only way you can really know for sure is Suddenly he turned to Perfect. Take them clothes off. Oh, honey, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. Don't embarrass him in front of his brothers. He just ain't ready for nothing like that. I said take them damn clothes off. Imogene reached to assist, but Gus wouldn't allow it. Not you! You! You say he's a boy, then he can do it himself. Perfect submitted, dropping his overalls to the floor. Only his underwear remained. Gus thought he saw a bulge, but he was still unsatisfied. Take them off too! Oh, Gus, honey, no, don't do this. Not in front of the boys. Take him out in the room or outside or something. But just please don't. Shut the hell up, Imogene! Perfect sobbing returned as he lowered his underwear to his ankles. When Gus saw the truth, he screamed, "Oh, God, no, no!" and crumbled to his knees. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh, God, I'm really sorry. If I could do it all over again, I would do it different. Oh, baby, I know you're upset, but can you just please just try to understand? But Gus didn't understand. Instead, he lunged at Imogene before Arthur Lee could restrain him. He smacked her 3 or 4 times, then pinned her neck to the floor with his thick, rough hands. What you doing this for? You ain't got no right to do nobody like this. What the hell is wrong with you, Imogene Pete? Imogene squirmed upon the floor in breathless agony. Perfect had closed his eyes once he removed his underwear and never knew that it was Mister who had replaced them. Gus sat panting finally in the middle of the living room floor. A boy, a boy, a boy. All these years, I've been kissing a little boy. Mr. escorted Perfect to the sofa and wiped his face with a ball of tissue. Shh, just be quiet. Don't say nothing right now. It's gonna be okay after a while. Just don't say nothing right now. Perfect nodded. His uneven, partially straight, stubby hair made him look as though he'd been in a brawl and lost badly. Wedged between Mr. and King Solomon, who kept looking at him sympathetically, Perfect watched Imogene crawl into the bedroom and keep the door closed behind her as the rains of 48 began. Perfect never lifted his head. He knew he wasn't beautiful anymore. His brothers convinced him that now he was ordinary, simple, common, just like any other boy. It was strange to Perfect how his world had shifted without his consent. He didn't feel safe like he once did in his brother's presence. Sitting on the sofa shivering with his head practically touching his knees, he felt his previous life ooze away as his brothers ushered him into a more harsh, less sympathetic reality. And they did this without him ever uttering a word. Perfect sensed that if he cried now, Arthur Lee's normally protective gaze would be replaced with something far more corrective, so Perfect trembled and covered his mouth. What he really wanted was to run and hide in his mother's bosom, but of course he knew that was no longer an option. Who would touch and hold him now? Usually when he cried, someone embraced him and reassured his heart, but now all hands avoided him. And that's how he knew he was different. Or maybe, well, maybe no longer different. His pain was insignificant, and for the first time in his life, he was responsible for his own healing. King Solomon stood, dragged his heavy heart to the edge of the porch, and on his new little brother's behalf, he sang sweetly to the wind and the waves. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. A long way from home, while his new little brother sat shivering and transfixed in a sea of sorrow. Thank you. Perfect Peace. Okay? Now you know what this book is about. Now you know.